name's Steve. I'm a recovery coordinator with CGL. I'm also a Smart Recovery Programme facilitator. Previously I volunteered with CGL and I am a former service user. A Smart Recovery Programme is a one-size-fits-all programme for any type of addictive behaviour, be that through gambling, social media overuse, shopping, alcohol or drugs. The emphasis is on the individual to own their behaviour and addictions and have control on their recovery journey. Well, they're vitally important because you mentioned the word community, and a community can form in these types of groups. Mutual aid and the benefits of having people in a room with similar experiences where they can share their experience, they can advise and support others in a mutual aid group.
I started accessing the Beacon from mid-January this year. I was accessing the groups, one-to-one support, and then I was coming to Smart as well on the side. My problem was with alcohol. I was drinking way too much, drinking every day. And when I started coming here, I didn't want to stop drinking, I just wanted to reduce, but it quickly became apparent that the best thing for me to do was to stop drinking. And in April I did an ambulatory detox, and then next week will be 5 months that I've not drunk for. The start of it, it's actively wanting to make a change and then finding what works for you. So, you know, there are other kind of groups you can go to, but for me, coming to Smart and coming to the Beacon was the right thing for me. And then it's just about working with what you're given. So, you know, people can tell you the tools to use, and then it's up to you to interpret how you're going to use that. When you're in addiction, it takes up so much of your life that when you stop, it's quite a big gap to fill. And then obviously working full-time, and when I used to work full-time before, work was the majority of my life. I didn't really balance it with anything else. But now I've got all these little different parts of my life. So I work full-time, I come here and help support with Smart, I go to the gym a lot, I've got a nice social life. I don't go out every weekend, but I've got a nice active social life. And for me, that's one of the biggest things that I've took away from it. To see where I started and where I've come, it's quite amazing.
Recovery means everything to me. I am here because of recovery, because addiction, which is for me was alcohol, had taken over every aspect of my life. I wasn't able to function as a normal human being in society when I was drinking as much as I was. So recovery gave me my life back. I can tell the difference now that it's almost a year since I walked into the Beacon, and how things have changed, and how my relationships have changed, and how my perspective of life has changed. When I see these people, I feel safe, I feel looked after, I feel loved and somewhere I belong. Yeah, I mean, it sounds silly, but yeah, for me that's what it is. This is community. When you don't have friends or parents or sisters or cousins, they've been my rock. Because you can't do it on your own. I didn't recover on my own. Well, I'm still in recovery, really, but I'm not on my own.
Always refer via the GP is the best start point, but don't be afraid to access different fellowships, different support groups, almost all entirely online initially. But take those steps and step into a room with someone is very important. You will naturally receive that mutual aid and that empathy. And we all need to talk about our journeys and our recoveries. And to be in a safe environment is very important.
You can do it. It's not the end. And I can say for a fact that life's better without addiction.